an initiative that is bringing together African Union departments, as I said, development partners, policymakers, private sector, and Africa's young innovators to forge a path towards repositioning the African Union for youth-centered innovation leadership. I would like to emphasize that innovation and digitalization stimulate job creation, economic transformation, and effective service delivery. Our ability to innovate determines how effectively we can respond to Africa's priorities. The AU InnoFest’25 theme is a timely echo of our aspirations for locally relevant solutions that are built by Africans, for Africans, fueled by Africa's youth force. And this has to be celebrated, actually. Innovation has always been at the heart of Agenda 2063, our blueprint for the Africa we want. We are enjoined to leverage innovation to drive Africa's transformation, achieve self-reliance, and compete globally. This is with a vision of an innovation-driven Africa, powered by youth creativity, entrepreneurship, and digital transformation as the foundation for homegrown, scalable innovation. Distinguished guests, at the center of Africa's innovation story are its young people, the driving force of creativity, digital transformation, and entrepreneurship on the continent. Africa's youth are not merely beneficiaries of innovation, they are its architects. Our continent's greater competitive advantage lies in the energy, adaptability, and bold thinking of our young innovators. Across sectors, from agriculture to fintech, health, and civic technology, young Africans are designing solutions that are redefining how governments operate, how communities connect, and how opportunities are created and seized. The African Union recognizes that empowering youth with the right tools, skills, and platforms is not an act of inclusion, but an investment in Africa's collective future, a future where innovation is driven from within, by those who best understand the challenges and the promises of the continent. Initiatives like AU Digital and Innovation Fellowship have embedded young African innovators in African Union departments to co-create solutions. And I would like to seize this opportunity to request the young innovators from the second cohort of the AU Digital and Innovation Fellowship to please stand up, and for the rest of the room to applaud them. We are proud of you. I am aware that over the past 12 months, you've worked tirelessly on innovations that will improve the organizational efficiency of our Commission. Your presence here demonstrates the confidence we have in our young people in the spirit of Aspiration 6 of Agenda 2063. I wish you the best as you graduate later today. Thank you for your service. I also would like to welcome the first cohort of AU Gogal innovators. May I request the young women from this cohort to please stand up. Please. Well done. Being part of this next-gen challenge for budding women innovators, giving you the opportunity to receive technical support, mentorship, and to polish your ideas for impact. I wish you the best at tomorrow's Spark Tank, where you'll have the opportunity to pitch your ideas to an expert panel of judges. Thank you also to the Gogal mentors for your dedication to nurturing these young innovators. While the amazing second cohort of the AU Civic Tech Fund is not here with us today, I know that the recently concluded phase of this initiative was a success, amplifying the least heard voices in policy processes through civic technology. I am also aware that the selection process is almost complete, and the third cohort of the AU Media Fellowship will join us soon and continue to work with our Information and Communication Directorate to reframe Africa's narrative, presenting balanced, accurate, and development-focused stories about our continent, correcting stereotypes, and highlighting opportunities in line with Agenda 2063. And here I want to mention that Director Prudence has referred to the necessity to correct the map that was projected today and for the future to integrate a more accurate picture of all the initiatives, because it is an encouraging path for others. Allow me, in presence of Director Leslie, to mention another correction of the map, which is the campaign Correct the Map. You know the campaign Correct the Map, in order to correct the projection of our continent in all the maps that are used in our continent, but all over the world. And you, young innovators, I think and I hope that you are going to be part of this campaign. And I would like to thank you in advance for being so. So our partnership with German Development Cooperation through the GIZ office in African Union has been instrumental in advancing innovation across the continent. We also acknowledge our collaboration with AfriLabs, UN Women, UNICEF, UNITAR, World Bank, and the Data Innovation Lab. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, as we open this festival, I call upon all departments, organs, and partners to champion innovation, not as a project, but as a principle of how we work. Let the AU InnoFest’25 mark a new chapter, one where the African Union stands at the home of African innovation for Africa and by Africa. The African Union's approach, yes, thank you, please, you can. The African Union's approach to innovation should be grounded in the development of functional ecosystems that enable collaboration, coherence, and continuity across institutions and sectors. These ecosystems bring together policymakers, innovators, researchers, and private sector actors within a shared framework that supports knowledge exchange, resource alignment, and scalability. By strengthening linkages between innovation hubs, academia, development partners, and AU departments and organs, we ensure that innovation is not an isolated activity, but an integrated process that advances Agenda 2063, and I would say a basic modus operandi for us. Through frameworks such as the Digital Transformation Strategy for Africa, the Science, Technology and Innovation Strategy for Africa, the AU Data Policy Framework, and the Continental AI Strategy, innovation is positioned both as a developmental tool and a system approach, connecting ideas, institutions, and implementation across the continent. And following these few remarks, I would like to, after having thanked all those who spoke before me and appreciate their contribution, hereby declare the InnoFest’25 open.